Hello, David Bradley here. Just going to turn things on here. Namely, Commodore 64, 1701 monitor, 1541 disk drive. And then I'll get our secondary recording device connected, not connected but ready, although it is not time to record yet. But soon. Soon it will be time to record, for I have the long saga of the PAC MAN game. It's perhaps about to be resolved. If you remember, I cut this sleeve open. Sleeve. Well, I did. Aha! There it is. I cut the sleeve open. No, Sheldon, not now. I really can't drop this disc. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this recording. And also, here, very carefully, I have the disc. It has been washed in warm water with dish soap. It has been dried. Sorry, it was rinsed about 5 or 6 times, and then it was dried. Hi, Sheldon. I guess Sheldon wants to see this. Now, Sheldon, you stay right there. Sheldon, you stay right there. I must remember which side was which. I believe this was the downside. The marks that were on there before are still there. So I'm going to reinsert this very carefully. Somewhat carefully. Into the sleeve that it came out of. And there it is. Now, if you remember the saga, Sheldon, every time I put this disc in the disk drive, the head gets dirty, and the disc won't read. Sheldon, we gotta do some work here. We gotta test this disc. Yes, we do. We're gonna find a better place for you to sit. But right now, Sheldon, right now I gotta test this disc. So there you go. Okay, so the disc is in the drive. It has been cleaned, sanitized. Hi, Sheldon. Thank you. And let's see what happens. Go! The directory has loaded. Okay. So now, I will do, as most games like this want, I will load, quote, asterisk, quote, comma 8, comma 1, and I will hit return. Oh, I see the drive light flashing a little bit. Oh dear. Well, it has stopped spinning. And it is flashing. I have a bad feeling. Oh, the directory loads. Okay, I'm going to reset everything. And I'm going to try again. Oh dear, what have I done? Oh dear, 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 dear. Well, we have some success in that. It does not dirty the disk drive anymore, but it still won't. I'm going to try loading this PAC MAN, which I know will make no difference. No. Start fresh. Start again. I'm going to take this disk out. Just for a moment, have a look. Looks okay, looks centered. I'm going to load PAC MAN, quote, comma, 8, comma, 1. And the drive is flashing. Now it will probably grind. It grinds. And it flashes. Well, I will put that here. I'll let it sit a while longer, but at least if I take the backup copy of the TPUG disk CU1, it will load. So the disk is clean, but it still won't work. Oh, I had such high hopes. It worked! I wish I'd recorded it. Well, one thing maybe while we're here is maybe we'll load copy file. Let's see what that does. It's a very short program. Let's run it. File type. Oh, well, it's a program. File. Oh. This is very basic. Copy. I think this is what the name was. It might not be. Other disk ready. Yes. And of course it's flashing. Okay, this is a very, very, very simple program. Very simple. Because it expects you to know most everything. But I guess sometimes we do. Let me just see. I would really not... I'm not just sure I have another scratch disc around. Of course, what I could do... Now, I've lost my original disc. No, I'm not. I've got it in the drive over here. Just a second. Okay. Actually, what I have here is another disc that I think is blank. Maybe not. Oh no, it's got stuff on it, but we can use this one. Okay. So, to copy one file, I guess, remember I said about if you have to copy sequential file, whatever this would be. Not good. I'm going to load. First, load. No. I'm going to load the directory. This is, of course, if tpug is cu1. It's a big directory. Then I'm going to load copy file dot 8. There we go, C, comma 8. Okay, so this is a very basic thing. Want one file, you gotta know the name, you gotta know what type it is. Type, program, and it is exactly copy space file dot C. Oh, I put a quote. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm going to run again. Program, copy, file, dot C, other disk ready. It is. And now I'm going to put it in. Yes. Okay, so without much fanfare and without much feedback, I'm told that that program, which was not on this disk, could now be on this disk. And look, right at the bottom, there it is. So that is a very, very, very simple program for copying one single file. I don't know what it does, if it's a really big file. But anyway, it did work. And that program was on the tpug utilities cu1. Very basic. Very, very basic. Anyway, just before we finish, I'm going to take PAC MAN and put it back in. Maybe something different will. Oh dear. File not found. Now it's finding it. It's a shame because it may be that the problem on the disk is actually, they usually have this sort of big intro thing. And, it's spinning. Although I don't hear much head movement, it's spinning and it's not giving us the error. Could it be? Could it be working? Or could it be dead? Could it be stuck? I don't know. But it's still spinning. Oftentimes, when something is spinning, it's a good sign. But it could be It could be that it's all locked up. Oh, break. Well, you know what? As there is still hope, I'm going to turn everything off. I'm going to turn everything on. I always do that because you never know. The program before might have done something that it needed to do that might have got things squirrely. So I'm going to try again. Oh, it is flashing. Now, see, flashing is not necessarily a bad thing, because oftentimes things have some sort of protection on them. And if they didn't find an error in a certain spot, they wouldn't go. But this, oh! Well, that looks like their great logo that didn't load. And then I went to hit the run stop key, and it didn't stop. It loaded. It's doing something. The screen is... Oh my God! It's Pac Man! One-player game. Press F3 for two-player game. Press F5 for difficulty. Press F1 to play the game. Now, as it happens... Oh my golly, I never thought. So the problem... The error is in their pretty screen. Okay, so I have a joystick. I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Well, I'm going to press F1. Now, I don't know. Oh yeah, I've got the stick in the right place. So now, as you know, we chase these suckers down. And we get points. It's a miracle. Now, we also have to get these little dot things. Come on, come on, come on. To clear the level. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm not dead. See, if I was playing this on the Commodore joystick, I would have been dead long ago. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna get that sucker. And I'm gonna get this one. Oh no. I guess I go a little bit faster than them. Oh. But I'm not that great on the joystick. Okay. I'm away. Oh man. Okay, now. I think they're getting angry. And I'm dead. Okay, I'm going to try and finish this level. They seem, I think, to be moving a little faster. And look, wait, the only thing I have to do now is get that little dot up in the top. That's all I gotta do. Ah! I should have got that before. Okay. I'm gonna run. Okay, so I'm through that level. Okay, it seems there are things that it does in the midst of it. I pressed F1, it started all over again. So guess what? We got Pac Man working. It's not magical. So right now, I wonder if there's just a way for it to... Oh yeah, now when I press the F5, see, I don't know what the toughest level is. And also, why is this part in black and white? I think this might be the fastest level. I'm not sure. I think for the moment, I'm going to rejoice. I think, because I didn't think this would ever work. So, it seems that if you have an old disk that does nothing but dirty up the heads of your disk drive, there is hope. So if you remember the procedure, I took my X-Acto knife, I sliced the sleeve open, I carefully extracted the disk, then I took it down to the basement, put it in a Ziploc bag, put the water in, which was warm from the tap, not beastly hot, because it might melt it. I think I used some Dawn dishwashing soap, and I shook it vigorously for some time, maybe a minute or so. Then I let it sit for a while. I went off and did something else. I came back, and then I rinsed it 5 or 6 times, putting stuff in the bag, dumping it out, dumping it out, dumping it out, dumping it out. And then I took the disc, hung it ever so delicately from the middle on an electric toothbrush, turned on a fan, which was not blowing directly on it, so it not hurt it and wave it all crazy, but that's to speed up the process. And when it was all done, the game works. Now, the demo, or the cute little screen from Thunder Mountain didn't work. So I wonder if, I don't know if there's built-in flaws on this disc. Maybe now I'm brave enough to try and copy it, and maybe, because I think Thunder Mountain puts that same thing under a different name, probably just their little screen that impresses people to say, look, we have a pretty screen that we put up. Maybe, possibly, I can make a good, I can restore this and get it working and get a good copy. Maybe not. Anyway, I told you it worked, and there it is. It is PAC Man. Maybe we'll play some later. Boy, those suckers do move. Go, run! I will wait for them. And then I shall bite, and I shall run. Although I don't think I'm going to get many of them. One thing for sure, though, oh no, that does not last long at all. I must make sure, oh dear, I must make sure I don't die, which I died. Oh, well, we'll play more of this another time. People tell me that there are ways to predict everything that they're going to do. Oh, man, that is fast. I'm dead again. Game over. Well, but it works. So, enough for now. We will explore further as the PAC Man saga continues. Thank you for being here. We will meet again.